Well, Neil, I would say a very professional, hard-working performance there to overcome a resilient Brackley side, aren't they?
Yeah, obviously we knew from the two fixtures in the FA Cup, this big, strong, powerful team, very good on restarts, very good on set pieces, which is why they're hard to beat. And we tried to pick a team that was big and strong, that could cope with the defensive set piece moments, but also a team that had enough players running forward to hurt them. And we played with two centre forwards and a 10 in behind, and we tried to play a running game. Certainly at the start when it was 11v11, I thought we did it really well right from the start. Harry Buteman linking up with Josh gets a chance, and then Josh linking up with Ollie for the goal. And I thought first half the intent in our performance was really, really good. And obviously the man getting sent off changes things a bit, because you then start to think, right, do we need to play forward and run forward as quick? Can we have a bit more of the ball, find our spare man? And at times we were a little bit slow in that, but the half-time message was two things really. Number one, that Brackley haven't got a lot to do to score a goal, as in that, you know, they're so powerful from set pieces that all they need is a throw in and a corner, and all of a sudden it's 1-1. They don't have to have the ball to be able to do that. They can play on that sort of thing. And number two, to play like we were 1-0 down. Don't play like we're 1-0 up and the opposition are down to 10 men, because that's a false economy.
And a lot of it's about being patient as well, isn't it, when you're against that sort of quite deep defence and just looking for those chances or half chances.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought we managed the game really, really well and picked them moments. They're a big, strong team. We didn't want to cross the ball from deep against big, strong players. We needed to work good opportunities, like when Josh Kelly gets down the side in the second half and cuts it back for Harry Buteman. We needed to work them scenarios. And the second goal was important. You know, it was a penalty before when Timmy Akinola got brought down. That was inside the box, and then obviously he gives the handball, which is a penalty, so it made it up for it. But we needed that second goal just to know that it didn't go down to the wire, and I thought we managed it well.
And there were a few nervy moments, but I thought, comments on the centre of midfield really. I mean, Jamie and Timmy in particular worked well together today, didn't they?
Yeah, they were good. I mean, that's part of the reason I thought they both play well as sixes. They can both play as eights, but I needed them to be competitive in there and be really aggressive on second balls, knowing what Brackley were like. We played H in front of them as a 10, and we wanted him to connect with the two centre forwards to give us a real threat going forward. And we thought we carried all of that, and I thought Jamie and Timmy were excellent in there, but you could go through the whole team from Will all the way through and say everybody did their jobs and did them really well.
And there have been a few games at home where we've had a lead and haven't held on to it, so you must be pleased that we saw this one over the line.
Yeah, of course, you know, that's why. But even when we've had the lead against Boston, we said go and play like you're 1-0 down, go and try and get a second, because we know what this league's like. Teams, a set piece, a mistake, and they're back in the game. So we'd always try and be aggressive. Today we got it right. We got the second goal, but I thought we defended our box brilliantly.
No Jake Forster-Caskey or Matt Ward featuring today. Any news on that?
Yeah, so Wardy done his ankle just before half time on Tuesday, so he was sore. Him and Josh Assoud had sort of fitness tests yesterday. Wardy didn't pass his, Josh did his, but that helped me to make my decision on the team, because I didn't have like the zippy wingers with pace really to call on. So Josh obviously off the bench, and Jake Forster-Caskey just felt a slight tweak in his hamstring in the Aldershot game, so you know, we've just been managing that, and hopefully now we've got 10 days to get it right, and for the next game, and we'll work at that.
And I've heard you say that, you know, one of the aims is to be in the top half by Christmas, and we're up to 10th tonight, so looks like we're getting there.
Yeah, I don't really look at the league table. I say that all the time. I think points per game's the way I kind of look at things, and people can go, oh, since the first 5 games we've had X, and you know, the league unfortunately doesn't take that into consideration. It's all about what we've had since the start of the season, and you need to get to 1.6 and above to have a chance of the playoffs, and that's what we've got to try and push towards. But at the moment, I'm not sort of looking at where we can finish, where we can't. You know, the start of the season scarred me a bit, and it's can I make this team competitive? Can I keep them fit and strong, keep them together, or make them together, because we probably wasn't early season, and that's all I'm focusing on every game, every day, just trying to keep us going. And so far, we've done okay since the loss in the FA Cup.
And finally, 10 days on the training ground before Carlisle, and then obviously the beginning of the Christmas run-in and the FA Trophy. So an important 10 days, isn't it, to gear up for that.
Yeah, important to get right. Balance of freshness and fitness. We've already planned what days we work back from the game, when we can get the fitness work in, when we can freshen them up a bit, and just try and take us into the Christmas period in a good place. And that's the aim, and that's what we'll try and do as a staff.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time, Neil. See you
Cheers.
soon.
Pleasure.